Welcome, I'm Walker. This is Dance Walker Tarot, and this is a relationship reading. I have all the cards, I just don't have the signs. Let me pull the signs. Hold on. Okay, we got ourselves a Pisces-Gemini relationship here. And if you're thinking that this is the miserable relationship that you're in right now and it's suddenly going to get better, no. This is a brand new, beautiful relationship. Like you're about to get lucky big time. But right now all you feel is kind of chaos and misery because of everything you've gone through in the last couple of years. I don't know who you are, but just feel this tremendous sense of grief and loss. Maybe you have a lot of Virgo in your chart, or you've just had to really tough it out and create order out of chaos in the best way you could. You rolled with the punches. You wore different hats. You kind of had to be more of a shapeshifter than you are comfortable being in the last couple of years. Maybe you made a move, or maybe you're just a giving person. You just give and you give and you give. And you're feeling, I don't know how to say this, but some of you are feeling like mentally unwell. I don't know. Maybe I'll just leave it at that. Maybe it's just literally you have the blues. So this is the past. I just want to talk about this kind of miserable stuff right quick so that we know that it's almost so that you can relate to it. Because if I were to title this video, "Your True Love is Thinking About You Right Now," you might not realize that this video is for you, whoever this is, if you are someone who's just really been through it in the last couple years in every way, shape, or form. You probably just expect more of the same to keep yourself safe, but if it's not trauma of loss, it's a relationship that was literally abusive. And you're coming out of that. Or that's this person. So if you already have someone on your mind and you can't stop thinking about them, spoiler alert, they can't stop thinking about you either. Like, I don't even have words. If I were to tap into their energy for how they feel about you. So first of all, I kind of feel like I needed to say that you might not be feeling receptive at all right now because you've had to tough out so much that you kind of don't even know how to have fun anymore. You don't even hope for fun anymore or something like that. You just tough it out. You're a mama bear or a mama lion type person or papa. This is so incredibly beautiful, I don't even have the words for it. The way this person feels about you, they would say, like, there are no words. They're obviously in love with you already. This person was trying to ignore it. What I will say without prying into another person's life, it's what they want to share, and they don't have words. Like, they would break out into song, like, oh my god, it's too early. I have often walked down the street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. And what's the other one I'm thinking of? There were bells all around, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all, till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never heard them singing. No, I never heard them at all till there was you. Oh, that's a hard song to sing. It was like 7 in the morning, sorry. Please forgive me. And there was music and beautiful laughter. Is that it? No, I don't know. Shout out to The Music Man if you've never seen that musical. It's one of my favorites. It's so good. And what's the other one? My Fair Lady. Okay? So that if you're like, what are you talking? That's how this person feels about you. Like, there were birds in the sky, but they never heard them singing. Like, the world interacts with us differently when we're in love, and it opens up, and it gets brighter, and the colors become more beautiful. And that's how this person feels about you. Like, there are no words. They get excited. Like, if they pass your street in their car, and maybe you don't even live in, I don't know, it's not like you live in the palace of all palaces, but it might as well be because you are in there. Anywhere where you walk, the flowers blossom as you walk by to this person. So if there's someone that you have a crush on and it won't go away, it won't go away for a reason. I don't think that they could ignore it if they wanted. Okay, so they've been trying to ignore it. Before I get into the characters here, they've been trying to ignore it. And oh my God, maybe they like music, or maybe they're a musician, or maybe you're a musician. But this is like not what they're saying to you. It's like their little inner voice. Maybe they're in a relationship still that is toxic and they haven't quite wrestled their way out of it, or they haven't quite made the decision. Okay, so this is all feelings for them. This is all fire for them. They haven't Page of Swords. They have not come to the point yet in their decision-making process where they're choosing you. This is all just their feelings. This is all just something they think is so passionate that they aren't even willing to maybe make their mind up about it yet. It's too beautiful. It's too good to be true. You're too beautiful. You're too good to be true. Got that Morrissey song in my head where he's talking about, the more you ignore me, the closer I get. You're wasting your time. What does he say? Beware, I bear more grudges than lonely high court judges. While you sleep, I will creep into your thoughts like a bad debt that you can't pay. Take the easy way and give in. Yeah, and let me in. The more you ignore me, closer I get. So this person keeps trying to ignore you and ignore this fire, and the fire keeps growing. And they are starting to figure out, or she is starting to figure out, they're wasting their time trying to suppress it or squash the fire or stop thinking about you. It's like every time they try and decide to stop thinking about you, all they think about is like marrying you and what your children would look like and how beautiful and amazing it would be to wake up next to you every day. Like, it's too good to be true. Like, they couldn't possibly be that lucky in life. Right? Or this is how you feel about them. Let's talk about the characters real quick. Where am I? 9 minutes in and y'all don't... I'm sorry. I'm just singing really bad songs to you in the morning. Okay, that's how they feel though. I felt like there was no way to describe how they're starting to come to terms with this, and that it is that they're in love with you. And you're about to fall in love with them too, if you haven't already. So sorry to just spoil the whole thing right here, but this is love and marriage. This is a soulmate connection. This isn't too good to be true. It's true, and it's for you. But like I was saying, there's going to be some difficulties on their end leaving this other relationship, or you or coming out of the frame of mind where you are no, it's that thing where you're the one who's there for everybody else, and you just accept that maybe there's never going to be someone there for you like you are for other people. And it might be like a slow drip away from that mentality to this true love, everything I've ever wanted, someone that is more beautiful and more wonderful and more loving and accepting and supportive than I ever could have imagined. God, I want to cry. Hold on. Person A. One person is definitely a lot younger than the other person. Gemini, did I say Gemini? They could be a Gemini with a Libra in their chart, or they literally work in the justice field, or they're older but they have like the heart of a child. You know, the pure, innocent, unconditional love for the world that a child has, and a fascination and a joy with discovery and adventure. Enjoys having fun, a great sense of humor, loving and nurturing. So the challenge with being in a relationship with this person is that they can close themselves off emotionally at times if it's too difficult or if it feels difficult. So it could be that that's this person, and the more they try to shut it off, the more they ignore it, the closer it gets, the more they realize it's not just an imagination, it's like real life, 3D, the love of their life, the beginning of a beautiful marriage, and a commitment, like a real commitment. I choose you, you choose me. This is the future for you guys, by the way. Spoiler alert, it's the lovers. Spoiler alert, I also pulled the Emperor and the Empress here, right next to themselves, for you guys. Luck, look at this. So maybe some of you, maybe you do believe in luck. Okay, so again with this person, I'm getting a fear here, a fear of not having enough money, a fear of not having enough abundance to be the ideal mate for someone. That's just a fear, though, that they have to deal with that has nothing to do with you, or vice versa. That's something you have to work on. That's not even, it doesn't even apply here. Right? Like this person never even heard the birds singing until they met you. So why would money, that has nothing to do with how they feel or how they would ever feel for you, okay? Yeah, I feel like you might live on completely different sides of the country or completely different sides of town. Like you would have to have a car or a boat or something like that to get to each other, okay? So it's not like you live right next to each other. Because from like the song, they every once in a while pass by your street or something, or they know someone or have a friend that they visit or a family member, okay, on your street. Look at, they just want to sing to you. They just hear music. It's music and beautiful. Oh my God, they just want to sing to you. Everything's a song. Like the world is all of a sudden this beautiful song. And they have no idea how to tell you. And they have no idea how to say it. Or what even to say. Okay, so we got what? Samuel Morse code here. It's like they've been trying to send you little clues, like Morse code. SOS, SOS, help, help. What do I do? I'm in love now. And they don't know necessarily how you'll take it or how you'll respond. They might not be great at communicating. They might have the sense of humor where you're like, huh? Like, are you joking? And they're like, yeah, I'm totally joking. Of course, I'm always joking. Maybe they're a joker. Maybe they take every opportunity to make the joke, and so they might come off as just like the type of person who tries to get a laugh, but they don't want a laugh from anyone. They want a laugh from you. They want you to know that they're like trying to send you telepathic songs, or they're trying to they're like praying to, super cute. They're like praying to their higher power that when you go to a store or when you turn on the radio, that they can send you like energetic song requests from the higher power to you. And it's like love songs. And so you'll turn on the radio and you'll hear the song, and they want you to know in your heart that that it's from them. It's like, Page of Swords twice. I didn't even know that. Okay, Page of Swords twice. It's like this restless, relentless energy that they have, that they want to say something and they want to do something, and it's just kind of coming out in song right now. It's like the beginning stages of understanding for them that this is not a crush. It's not a crush, and it's not like a passing fascination. It's something else. It's something else. So over here on the other side of the table, we have baker. So this other person could run a restaurant. They could cook, or that could be their love language. They cook for you, or they bake for you, or they just happen to have a talent for like baking breads or sourdoughs or rye, or those things that take years and years to cultivate the skills, to perfect that craft. It's an art, bread making. So if it's not that, they own a restaurant. There's the lovers. That's what they want. If this is you, this is really what you want. And it's the death of the old life. It's like in the choose your own adventure that is your life or theirs right now. Something difficult is ending. A relationship is ending. And we'll talk about how to kind of move through that too if this is you. Their fears. They know that you get sad and they know that you get depressed, and their fear is that they would ever make you sad. Like their greatest fear is that they would ever make you cry. Oh, I just want to cry. Like their greatest fear doesn't have anything to do with who you are as a person. It's that you would ever hate them, that they could ever... Dolphin, maybe they really love dolphins. But it's almost like they would stay away rather than ever be the person that could ever make you cry or ever make you hate them. It's too much for them to bear. It's too much for them to bear that you could ever be sad or upset or disappointed because of them. But you won't, though. And that's their fear that they have to deal with that has nothing to do with you. Okay? And if this is you, if there's a fear of depression or that this would affect this, you gotta understand that the depression and the pain and the anxiety and all this chaos is going to be a thing of the past. You having to always defend yourself is going to be a thing of the past. The Emperor, the Empress. It's almost like I just wiped everything off the board here because you are going to have to come up with all new dreams and all new plans, but for the both of you, instead of just alone. I think like last year in one of the readings for Virgo, it was like, okay, Virgo, well, it didn't go as planned, and this person wasn't who they said they were to you. And it was a take more than ever give, and you had to walk away from that, and you did. But a broken heart doesn't heal overnight, especially if you're a Virgo. Especially if you finally let someone in and they do that to you, whatever that is. And I'm leaving it vague, okay? But you felt helpless in a situation, and you don't like feeling helpless. You like feeling helpful, and you like feeling helped when you need it. And it's like this person wants to be everything that you've ever wanted. They just don't know how to say it because they don't have words for how they feel for you. They only have beautiful music and birds singing and musical theater. So this is love. La, da, da. So this is love. That's how they feel about you. Okay? So, what do? Let me pull some cards. You. Them. Aww. Just realize how far you've come, how much you've fought, how you've had to fight off dragons and demons and everything you can think of. Like literal poltergeists or something. Oh yeah, so the black magic thing. Right. So that's something that you were dealing with this past year, and maybe these people that were doing it they didn't know why they were doing it to you. They had no idea why they were doing it to you. And it's a bigger, higher thing. Well, in their case, lower beings were kind of guiding them to try and mess you up. They didn't know why they hated you. They didn't know why they were fascinated with ruining your life or something. This person was probably the ex of you, or the sister of the ex of you, or the mother or something, or the brother. It's just like a messed up family of someone that you were dating. Or a jealousy of someone who, it's like your ex's new person is trying to do black magic on you because they know that your ex still has a flame burning for you. Doesn't matter. You don't care. You don't even think about them. Like, you don't even know them. If this is a person that's doing it to you, and I don't think it's like your sister. I think it's like the sister of the new girlfriend of your ex or something ridiculous like that. But it's whoever the devil can use. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be a stranger. That's why it's like, don't try and understand it or wrap your head around that situation, whatever it was, because it's whoever the devils can use. Whoever's available as an infiltratable puppet, is someone who's been compromised, who's had like this alien invasion in their mind and soul already of this thing that was kind of dormant, that uses them to hurt people who are in the light, who rain wisdom and unconditional love and protection upon the earth and the children of the earth, okay? So that person was just a puppet of some darker, lower beings who were trying to obviously keep you from something beautiful and pure and empowering. So if I could use if I could use 2 words, if I could use 2 words to describe this relationship, the first would be lucky. Look, lucky. Do you feel lucky, punk? Twice. You're going to start believing in luck. You're going to start believing in miracles. And you're going to start believing in true love again. If maybe you decided that it's like a figment of humanity's imagination or romanticizing something, like you've had to be a warrior. You've had to be a soldier in life. And now you're about to be a soldier of love all the days of your life. And they're always going to be there for you. And whatever this black magic that was done on you, or this chaos, or this grief, you're going to forget it ever existed. You're going to be feeling so beautiful and so confident and so powerful and so protected. Whatever this union is, it's no small thing. This is the Lovers. The Lovers was here twice. Luck was here twice. Wait, what was the other word? Lucky and powerful. You're going to feel lucky for the rest of your life. They're going to feel lucky for the rest of their lives. And so whatever this was going on in the past year that was trying to grind you into the ground, it didn't work. They didn't win. It was trying to keep you from this incredible union, this dynamic duo. A king and a queen. A god and a goddess energy coming together that creates harmony. And this beautiful kind of safe, protective, safe bubble around you and your love and your children and your family and everyone. With such this intensity that you never worry again. Like your worries, for the most part, are in the past, or whoever this is, they're so powerful as a person and they have so much either abundance that nobody would ever dare. Like, they would just realize how silly and how wasteful all the time and money and everything they spend on trying to destroy you. A, it just made you stronger. B, it expanded your consciousness and your understanding of how low people will allow themselves to go off gossip, or just for a little bit of money, or just for a little bit of clout. How wrong people can be. How they can be so sure they're right about you and still be so very wrong. Okay, but so this is a combination of a don't worry, the worst of it's in the past, and it's like your higher power needed to kind of use your assistance as a catalyst for trapping a few of these, if there's like these undercurrents of jinn demonic entities that hide in people and they hide in people's consciousness, it's like sometimes you have to put yourself in the position of almost like an undercover boss. Like, you're high up in the spiritual realm. You had to come here and be kind of an undercover boss to uncover some things. And you did. So it's like the black magic that you went through, the strife and the pain and the misery, it was kind of part of your spiritual job, and you're being thanked for that. And the suffering is over. And you're about to be rewarded with something that feels like an absolute gift from the gods. So 2 things. Don't ignore this crush that you have on this person. If they smile at you, smile back. But it might not happen right away because I think they have to get a divorce first, okay? And whoever they're dealing with isn't right in the head. And whoever they're dealing with doesn't want to let them go. So you're both dealing with this pull back from the old life. They're being pulled back, or trying to. Someone's trying to do that into the old life, but it's dead. It's over. All they want is for that to end. All they want is you. All they ever wanted was you. 'Cause all they ever wanted was you. That's just, there's no words for how they feel for you. I just keep hearing music. All they've ever wanted was you, and they didn't realize it. Maybe you've kind of known each other through some, there's little dolphins peeking out. Hi, there's little dolphins peeking out. Hi, I love you. But I can't say it in words because that doesn't express how I feel. Words don't express how they feel, but the lovers twice, you guys. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. This is it. This is the one. So if that fire seems to keep growing and you're the one that's trying to ignore it, it's not going to go away. It's not going to go away. And if it feels like nothing's happening, something's happening. It's just, you have to understand that when a god and a goddess come together, or whatever your dynamic is, the God's time is very different than the little people time. A year to us is like a minute to God's time, right? So think about it that way. Take it day by day, but allow yourself those feelings of romance. Allow yourself those little daydreams where it's like the knot in your mind starts to kind of loosen. If you feel like a knot in your anxiety, your anxious knot in your heart starting to like unwind a little when you think about this person, that's a huge clue. If this is all news to you, but you're still here and it's resonating, have faith. Trust in how far you've come. Trust in how hard you've worked. And trust in your higher power and your ancestors that they are so excited for this and they can't wait for that moment where you both have a chance to look each other in the eye and smile. And there'll be no going back. So just be yourself. Don't try to be anything else. Don't try to be richer or poorer or smaller or bigger or cuter or wittier. You don't have to do anything but be yourself, and the same for them. It doesn't get any luckier than this. It doesn't get any more beautiful than this. Love, marriage, commitment. This is a choice. It's a reciprocal, unconditional love that brings harmony. It's one beautiful symphony, merging organically with another symphony to make a more beautiful, the sum is greater than its parts, universe itself of beautiful music. And the Lovers is Gemini. So if you're the Gemini and you're like, true love's not for me, oh no. You just had to find self-love first. This is you. This is your archetype. You might not see yourself that way, but this is the love of your life. And it is you on your path to choose that and accept that. Let someone sing to you. Or sing to someone. And it's like that person's request to the higher ups to have you hear songs where it expresses how they feel has been granted. So listen to the songs on the radio. Listen to, it's not witchcraft. It's the higher powers saying, yeah, pay attention. So pay attention to synchronicities, to the songs that are playing, to the songs that come in your head. And if you feel like being romantic, if all of a sudden you're feeling like a hopeless romantic and you're a singer, sing to them. Start to little by little imagine yourself as that archetype. The Lovers. The King and the Queen. The Emperor and the Empress. Together finally. And everything makes sense again. And the birds start to sing and the colors are brighter. So for a time limit, if you're like, what's the time limit here? I feel like in about a month or so, you guys are going to have a greater understanding of who you are, who they are, and what this is. So don't be afraid. Because it's only beauty. It's only joy. It's going to be like, if you are the Gemini, it's going to be them always with you. They're never going to disappear or ghost you and you don't know where they are or what they're doing or who they're talking to. It's not going to be that kind of a thing. It's going to be buddy-buddy. Like they would never think of disappearing and having you wonder where they went. They would never do that to you. And, if you're the Pisces, it's going to be fun. It's going to be an adventure. It will be like a sexual fantasy where, I don't know where that came from, sorry, but like where all of your fantasies come into fruition as far as love and romance, compassion, not just sex, but it's going to be an escape from life and also your rock and a balanced foundation. So it's a beautiful combination of all your fantasies coming true and also the balanced reality that you need, to live life, to keep your feet on the ground, to keep the ball rolling and keep the bills paid. And you had to learn self-love too. You both did. So it'll be escape from reality to be in their arms maybe sexually. And then in real life, they will be that rock that you need. And they will encourage your creative endeavors. And they will support you financially if you don't have a lot of money. So that your creative outlet becomes a way for you to live your life as the dream. You creating your own reality based on all the dreams and the hopes that maybe even you forgot you had. So there's harmony and beauty and compassion, but fantasy as well. And for them, it's this knowing that you'll always be there, if they're the Gemini. And knowing that you would never just ghost them or cause them stress. Like their greatest fear is that they would make you sad. It's like y'all's greatest fears are that you're not enough for each other. And that's something that you have to, on your own, in your own mind, come to terms with. That it's just a fear. False evidence appearing real. That sort of thing. And that this is the love of your life. And it's everything you've ever wanted. But you decided that you didn't need because it was too painful to hope for something that was... No, this is a gift. This is a blessing. This is the one. So listen to those songs. Pay attention to your dreams. Keep a dream journal. Stay open. Stay receptive. Say to the universe, I accept gifts of love and compassion from my higher power. I accept harmony, peace, and freedom. True love always feels like harmony, peace, and freedom. So if they want to say something, hear them out. If they want to say hi, start small. Say hi back. This is a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right, and I'm going to leave it there. Sorry, this is crooked. Please forgive me, Virgo. I love you guys. See you for the next one, okay? Bye-bye.